You know, God is just like us. He wants to be understood. One of the worst things is when you are misunderstood. When your girlfriend misunderstands you, when your boyfriend misunderstands you, when the person you're trying to date misunderstands you, or when you're married and your spouse misunderstands you. Maybe you didn't mean it that way. Maybe you didn't want it to go this way. And then the whole situation is twisted and turned the way they do in politics, because the media will take a clip of a president's speech, just a small part, and twist it to look like he was saying something different, and then make it a scandal, and then advertise it to the whole nation. So they misunderstood me. Have you heard politicians saying they misquoted me? It's really painful when somebody doesn't understand you. I don't understand you. Have you ever been told that? Or have you ever told somebody that? I can raise my hand. Like, I don't understand you. But it's so nice that God himself understands us. Let me encourage you today. God understands you. God understands why you're behaving the way you behave. God understands why you prefer certain things that you prefer. God understands why certain things happen to you the way they happen to you. God understands you. He understands you more than your mother. He understands you more than your father. He understands you more than your best friend. God understands you, but here is the thing. God also wants us to understand him. How many times did Jesus say something in the Gospels and he was misunderstood? One time he was talking about his body and they thought he was talking about the building. He said, tear down this building and I will raise it up in 3 days. They thought he was talking about Herod's temple, which they said, this has taken 46 years to build and you're saying you build it back in 3 days? He was always being misunderstood. So I think even God himself is hungry. You know, in the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6, he says, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, and knowledge is connected with understanding and connected with wisdom. Spiritual understanding and the knowledge of God. I think God gets so much heartache because people don't know him and people don't understand him. So he says, whoever's gonna boast, this is the thing I'm gonna boast about. I understand God and I know God. The way you're going to do that, of course, is by exposing yourself to more of God's word and more of the ministry of the things of God, because then you'll grow in understanding him and you'll grow in knowing him, so that there are situations that will come and you'll be able to say, this is not God. And the way I understand God, that's not how God would respond or react or deal with such a situation.